scene a few moments ago. Here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Yeah.
Mariota on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mariota. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Taylor. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Brissett. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And his kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs.
Davis fighting. He loses the football, and the Colts pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 38. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
I tried to get on there and it was acting weird, but I got the app downloaded on my phone though. I do have it.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. Powerful running.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football, we're not seeing it right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Brissett. Open man, it's Preston Williams.
Basically, the text message came out. You just have to confirm that you want to receive text messages from the app.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. To throw is Brissett. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for the entire season, but don't burst the bubble.
Baby steps, Brooks. Baby steps.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age.
I actually talked to Fred Thanksgiving Day because I smoked his turkey for him. Dog, from what I can tell, he hasn't been able to really grieve behind the loss of his sister. He's getting he said he's getting a lot of the murder's getting a lot of media. He's even said Benjamin Crump reached out to him. So he's just trying to process. He's really just trying to process everything. He still hasn't been able to process losing his sister and everything. So he's in pretty bad shape emotionally. I could say, from what I can tell, I really didn't go into depth with it, but he started mentioning that he actually had to see his sister's body before. I mean, at the morgue and everything. So I mean, he's pretty torn up about it. So, but that's all I know. The last time I talked to him.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Yeah.
Here's Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of
9 yards on the pickup.
Yeah, he said. He also said he's trying to reply to everybody, but he's getting, like I said, he's getting bombarded. So that's why if you haven't heard from him, it's probably because he's trying to reply to everybody else, per se. So it's not like he's trying to avoid people. He's just getting bombarded. So I don't know how, since the freedom of it's calmed down or not, but I know that's what he told me. What's that?
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Smith catches left side.
He over there being, I think he over there being granddad. So,
taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Tennessee.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Mariota gives to Henry. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. With that run, double check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
The score, Colts 10, Titans 7. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
From the 27, Brissett. Campbell making the catch. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for Indy. 41 yards.
10 at the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Taylor. The ball is free. Taylor lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. They'll run with Taylor. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans 21. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
The 21-yard line.
It's 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10, Titans 7.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. To throw, Brissett. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 21 yards away. And the Colts add on to their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Julian Black.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Mariota. And his throw is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well in attacking the football.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
I know I looked at some of the bylaws. I had a question on under the emergency relief fund or whatever. Is that the same as the benevolence fund?
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
That's the only real question I had. Because basically,
26 following a gain of 6.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, I was just looking at it because I didn't know if it's same as benevolence and then emergency relief the same thing. So, but if it's the same thing, yeah.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Brissett. Catch made here by Campbell. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
So do we just need to change the verbiage then within the bylaws to reflect that?
But I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him a more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
Yeah, I was just asking that so it's, you know what I'm saying? So it's not, it doesn't look like we have 2 different funds that we're supposed to have, you know what I'm saying? So if the bylaws just
creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's
right.
one of them, and it really embraces.
So should we just change the bylaws to, or change benevolence to emergency relief, or just change the bylaw to reflect saying benevolence?
From just shy of midfield, Brissett. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back.
Yeah, and that's fine. I was just, if we just need to change the verbiage, that's all, before I make an edit to it. You know what I'm saying? Present it to it, and then, yeah.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Mm-hmm.
First down, Brissett. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, the 40, the 30. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Mariota hands to Henry. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Yep.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. To throw is Mariota. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, Brissett. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he goes down, but not before before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
10 at the 24-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Taylor. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. His throw caught right around the 6. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot
just
here in the first
a
half.
reminder that next month's meeting will be a formal meeting.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mariota. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
First down.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Colts 24, Titans 17. Josh
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you...
It got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and
a good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Colts 31, Titans 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not...
And this is caught at the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there just before halftime. And even 60 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They run with Taylor. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On the bootleg, it's Brissett. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
All right.
On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's Brissett. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. The give to Taylor. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll look to run with Taylor, and this time he is in. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Makes the score Colts 38, Titans 17.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mariota, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, While at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 11. From the gun, Mariota. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. He was able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
First down, Titans.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Derrick Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny.
What?
You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah,
ain't nobody hear you.
And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team.
Screwdriver.
Right? He's just waiting there and holding on for everyone.
It's not in that drawer.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
13-yard line.
No, you ain't talking about nobody throwing nothing.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early
Kick
to
that
commit to
ball.
the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, Brissett looking for Campbell downfield. He's got a man, complete. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 88 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener that makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. A first down throw for Mariota. That is caught inside.
That's how you know he got luck.
That's
how you know he got luck.
It's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 17. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll sneak it with Mariota. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
Lining up for the point after.
No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Now Taylor. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Brissett. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That third down conversion good for 23.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36. On first down, it's Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Back to Taylor on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll run it with Jones. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Again, it's Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. He's checking.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Colts 52, Titans 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jayon Brown just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The Colts on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Brissett. He's got his man. It's Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
5-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now Jones. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Here's Mariota. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Mariota. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 44. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Back to it after the pick 6. Mariota. Man open left side is Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st down.
Now Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down. Mariota to throw it. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's kept the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Mariota now. This one caught by Davis. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 23. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Mariota now to throw on first down. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Julian Blackman able to run him down for a loss of a yard. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Indianapolis, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.